My name is Steve Greibel. I was a sergeant with the Broomfield Police Department.
I'm Barb Greibel, retired commander with the Broomfield Police Department.
I feel for the officers. I feel for administrations. I feel for the people. There's frustration all around. And unfortunately, not necessarily COVID related, but there's we have some officers that have made mistakes, and the departments are trying to hold them accountable. Here's the thing: if an officer's involved with a shooting and they did everything right, they can't be arrested. They didn't do anything wrong, but that doesn't matter in the public's eyes. And that social voice that's screaming right now is that we can't. Police can do no right. Well, it's difficult. And I realize, like I said, that's not necessarily COVID related, but I think when you add the stress of COVID onto it, it just exacerbates
COVID
it.
is compounded.
They've really limited the amount of arrests. When they can ticket somebody and just let them go, they're doing that. They're only arresting people when it's mandatory or really needs to happen to minimize exposure in the jail. Could you imagine COVID going through a jail?
It has. That's been a lot of the hot spots around the country has been related to corrections.
Right.
Because it's close quarters, it's so much that you can't control.
And that kind of goes back to what Barb mentioned earlier about kind of encouraging officers to kind of dial back their activity, their self-initiated activity a little bit, to minimize those exposures. But when you have to, officers have discretion for the most part. With domestic violence and things, there's mandatory arrests.
Okay.
But for the most part, officers have discretion. And it's a lot safer just to issue somebody a summons, let them go, and then let the courts deal with it later.
Right. Yeah, understand they're working through some very, very difficult times. That nobody wants to do law enforcement the way that they're doing law enforcement right now, with the distancing and not being able to interact with people as much as they want to. Officers would like to be more personable, and they would like to have that opportunity to be more engaging. But it's as a community, it's not always safe. People won't always feel safe because of different COVID statuses. So just understand that it's a tough time, and everybody's looking forward to getting back to a world with no masks, and that you can sit down close to somebody and have that good discussion once again, and just be human to human once again.